Hello everybody, I'm a simple gamer and welcome back to more Genshin Impact. Back in Sri Lanka because, well, you guys can probably tell, got a world quest here to do with Kirara. Last time did page 2 of the Summertide event. Yep, came to this place, the Metropole, Constellation Metropole, and then kind of saved the kingdom, I guess, by doing some puzzles. And then take away the people's protection, but letting them have their free will, the toy soldiers I mean. Yeah, Kirara appeared at the beginning and disappeared, so I guess this world quest is going to be her main feature, unless if she's going to appear later on, which she probably will, for like the main story. But for now, let's see what she has to say. I do wonder if this is voiced or not.
So, are you all set? Ready to start investigating?
It is! Okay, since she was a main character, I thought she would, even if this is just a random world quest and not the main story.
Great! Then let's go! I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before.
That's gonna be one of those
Looks
things.
like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you.
Yeah, the walking and then the pauses of silence. I might as well collect everything.
Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
Wait, where? Oh, of course the game doesn't just set the marker for the quest, just like before, which is a little bit annoying.
Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Comania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Got the overhead narration.
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the Future Marquis's Abode to Be. You like it? The Future Marquis's Abode to Be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
I don't see a chair in the center, so I guess I am supposed to go left. But I like to do things contrary to what people say. So what happens if I come here? Nothing. Okay. So nothing's gonna happen until I actually follow the narration. Sure. Another fairy tale, I guess. Marquee. Well, mainstay. Is the narration. Wait, was I not supposed to go this way? There's a cave down here. I'm sorry, I have no idea what chair this person's talking about. Left hand side is to wealth and glory, and then this side was to a chair. I mean, the narration started playing once I came this way, so I am definitely confused. Okay, I'll just follow the camera then. But I do see a challenge, so I might as well do this first. Since I'm lost anyways. Hydro particles, collect 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. And probably back to the beginning. 7, jump. 8, 9, 10. Not the beginning. And we have just chest here. Take care of them. Oh yeah, I'll totally
Come a little closer.
put the map marker after I get this chest. Easy enough. Oh, burning for no reason. Of course I am. Okay. Do that. Narration footnotes. Oh, I guess I should read the description too, instead of just like going straight at it. Why not go with her? Okay, so that's basically the beginning and not about the narration itself. Got a quest which I already selected. It gives adventure EXP for some reason. Yeah, most quests don't really give that anymore, I don't think. Okay, let me come over here. Is it just mint? Okay, I thought there was something more just mint. Seems kind of suspicious on a solitary island out there, but I guess not. Got bird eggs, come over here. I do wonder if there's gonna be like ending on the ocean. There might be something. But for now, in the cave. And then anyways, the exploration is for later. I still don't see the chair the narrator talked about. Is it like deep inside? Ah.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
Why did they mention the channel center when I was like right outside the cave? Even if I like started running, it still took me a while to get here. So I blame...
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perchance peruse these pages thence. They surely represent no ill intent.
Yeah, maybe it would have been better if they actually said the narration when we were a little bit closer to
Why isn't he reading the
right
files
there.
on the desk? Hey, Boborano, maybe quit showing off and try using words he'll actually understand.
I can either rhyme like a bard, or I can curse like a sailor. And right now, Cappet, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
Done talking? Okay. Oh, I might just cut them off. Oh well. Got a pact. Don't strike each other heads with pickaxes, probably a good one. Family of Truth is supreme. Carabas. No more glue.
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective was.
With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the demon feline's fury can't be quelled. Reducing them to rubble on the ground, she finds the vessel's vacant save for... air?
She finds long gone the gems that once they held.
Are they describing how we broke the boxes and jars?
Who are you calling demon feline?
I'm talking about breakthrough.
Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised...
Perhaps the Outlanders are worried that something drastic will happen the moment they remove it. Maybe that's why they're investigating the area thoroughly first. Can't fault them for that. I'm wondering if we can take advantage of this downtime to discuss whether we really need to keep this up.
Oh, if you guys don't want to put on a voice and speak in verse, be my guest. Just don't blame me for your own poetic incompetence.
I'm not
Cappet,
sure.
I just realized. You said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhymes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cappet.
The narration doesn't seem to sync up with the movements too much. Okay, nothing happens. I sit there. I am gonna sit here, see what happens. Sticky.
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright?
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends.
12s mean a lot to Traveler. Good to know.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
Totally don't have to do that, but I did get those lines, so let's go. I shall thoroughly explore.
Wood and earthenware strewn all around. The demon feline's fury can't be quelled, reducing them to rubble on the ground.
No, you don't. I wrote that line. Don't start plagiarizing me just because you can't take a bit of criticism.
Look, let's not put form over content here. It's not about the rhymes. It's about making sure the Outlanders focus on the clockwork key on that platform.
I told you already, stop calling me Demon Feline!
Mm-hmm. More lines to grab. Okay, pull hard.
Strong as stone, firm as steel. The Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First weaken the structure, then seize the treasure!
Well, yeah, this is just like the other one, so, but I did want to see what happens if I just grabbed it. Not then. How many times do I gotta do this?
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
What key? Oh, okay, pull it out now.
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts and your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
These three were having fun. Oh, the glue's gone. Okay.
Ah! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cappet, he's Albizzi, and that's Boborano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before, but he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things to focus on, like where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the Dragon of Old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say Dragon of Old...
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cappet's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that before we can decide which is the supreme clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander. Noble Traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than Demon Feline, but still.
Wait a sec. It is better, but she was totally fine with the Nekomata and Boots that was mentioned by the Forest Dwellers before, but she does not like this one.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat, I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Got it. She does not like the word cat.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there.
From what I can see, I'm pretty sure all three helped resolve the crisis.
This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift. So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just hear you admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Cappet's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cappet was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Trial character time? Trial character time. Oh, the Hilichos were totally going the other way though. Yeah, they're totally going the other way. Kirara doing not as much damage as I would like. This is fine. I do have the travel. Finish them off.
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought. Could be wrong, but maybe the Traveler Marquis is a lot more powerful than your ancestors.
Well, technically, by saying that, aren't you implicit?
Nope. Of course I did too
Your martial
fast.
prowess and show of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic.
My bad. I totally thought there was gonna be like a round 3. That's why I finished out the round 2 people. And I cut them off way too early. Whoops.
Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boborano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Cappet and posed the same question. He replied, Boborano.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record, the blueprint to all of creation, the work of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on, isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly.
Okay, thanks. I would definitely wouldn't have known. So goes backwards Z with the tip going up.
To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveller Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
After I talk to everyone, and maybe the narrator's gonna be wondering why it's taking so long. Ship of Valor, okay, never mind, I can't talk to everyone. I can't talk to anyone. Sad. I guess it's time to just turn the key. Yeah. They're just like connected? Do I run over it? Wait, how do I connect this then? Give it a go to whack or two. So you just gotta keep whacking it. That's so weird. Okay. So do that and that.
I guess we should start here?
Wait, are we missing something? I feel like we're missing some to make my thing upside down Z. Wait a sec. So how can I cut this off then? Oh, you just gotta hit it to reset it. Okay. If it starts here, then my Z goes that way. I don't want to feel the shape because that kind of feels like I'm gonna lose. Get start here. So either way, we should start here then. I feel like I am missing a couple of the sticks. Ah, of course I see it. I have to view it. Wait a sec. It goes diagonally? I guess I'm just dumb then. Since I thought... Yeah, my bad. Like that. I set up something down with Z and then I just failed at it. That should be it then. Oh my goodness. Okay, grab the chest.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Gather round and let us bear witness.
Really? Large box of text? I totally thought it would be a flashback. Well, not flashback, but like they're gonna like recreate the scene on the ground or something. Since they did say it was gonna be a turning back time. Village Chief Francois. Keep going, keep going. Grocer, all the different names. Why? Not quite sure why this is boxed when you can clearly tell what the words say. A Wrath, not bravery, but wrath. Take on the wicked dragon. Wait, the dragon couldn't do anything. Chose to surrender.
Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer. For this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging that.
I don't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Boborano. I've been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
And yet, it seemed that this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to say.
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
Not done yet.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink!
Oh, it's not on this island. It's somewhere else. Cool. Since this island isn't actually that big, I might just fully explore it right now. And of course, the manuscript for the first clan probably glamorize its contributions to the dragon fight, as it should, I guess. Because, of course, you gotta make yourself look proud. I thought there might be something up here, but I guess not. That means I just jump down to the other side and then just run across the island from the back side. But of course, I do gotta go to the very top. Say I conquered it, and I have. I guess I'll start from this way, since I was just curious whether there was any on this rooftop, and there is nothing. There's just a cave, which I guess is fully explored now. Okay. The other 2 clan sites are a little bit far away, judging by the looks of it. One is in the right in the center of the metropole for some reason. Somehow. But yeah, I'm doing this because it doesn't take too long, and exploring this place afterwards is going to be a little bit more satisfying, since I could just like skip this entire island. Hopefully I didn't skip anything at the beginning. But no, that was where Kirara was, and I didn't see any there, so I should be okay. The 3rd clan site, if I'm not mistaken, is probably going to be at the far edge. To the north, closer to where the railway is. To the next area that's not unlocked yet. Actually, nothing back here. Really? I mean, I don't really mind too much. It's just that I was hoping for at least one thing to do back here, like, I don't know, a bliss at least? If not a chest. Okay, back to the alpaca that shows us where the metropole is with his head. And I guess it's time to teleport then. Okay. Teleport inside. It definitely would have been weird if you did like the Kirara quest before you did the... What the hell was that chest sound? I definitely heard it. Anyways, I guess it's like right here since I do see the 3 of them. Wait, it's not these 3? It's actually not those 3. Wow. Investigate. That's a lot of stuff here. That's a lot of stuff here too. Okay, here we are. Can you actually open those chests, I wonder?
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
Wait, I think I forgot to finish my line of thought. No, well, it's not important.
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cappet.
Shut up, Cappet.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boborano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the dragon of old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Wait a sec. If they're confident that they were the ones who stole the treasure and outwitted the dragon, but what does that have to do with anything with defeating it? What? I thought they were debating who contributed the most, and how is this a contribution? Oh yeah, and before, if you did do this quest before the Navian one, it definitely would be weird, just entering the city when it's still in trouble, and then just waltzing into a house and not helping everyone else around.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not, I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
Question 1. Who is it?
I mean, might as well tell the truth here.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide. Trusty travel guide!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
Courage and strength, hard work and wealth, wisdom. I guess it'll be wisdom, since this is the yellow house.
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
A barefaced lie. So low.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Both are false. Both are equally real. Well, at the very least in here. The truth is the truth. I don't know about truth of the fiction in the outside world, though. Both can be false, too. Bottom one.
Hear, hear! Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream? And that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just find themselves inside a novel? There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Oh, I guess I should got one wrong for the lines. Oh well.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
Okay, this time I'm actually gonna remember and not just be stupid. So go up and counterclockwise. Complete the oracle pillars. Once again, cannot talk. Operate, confirm. Give a good whack. And they appear, and so we start back here. Shape of Wisdom.
Do we really need this one?
So we don't need this one? Oh, I did not see this thing up here. Oh, and there's also this one. Okay. But of course, which one is the first one? To make that, oh, okay. So instead of going from bottom to top, you go from top to bottom. Counterclockwise. Like that, and like that. Well, I guess since I'm going this way, it's going clockwise. And after going down. Done. Thank you, Kirara, for the hint.
Now, let me see what...
what elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to conjure up.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. I surrender. I'm the one who murdered Cappet.
Okay, I love these three. They're hilarious. With their kind of dry humor. Antonio only studied. Okay, this I'm not quite sure what that says. Radiant what? Charter? What? No solutions, and then using his wisdom. Blacksmith and chef. Defeat the dragon. No, it is Radiant Charter. What the hell is that word? I guess it's like the, I don't know, important script. Rules to be followed. Cannot use force. Okay, that makes sense. Like, how did the first people make sure the dragon doesn't use force? But that's kind of cheating, though. Duel of riddles. Oh no, all the text. The dragon's apologizing. Dragon, give anything. Took all the treasure. Okay, so here the dragon didn't actually get attacked. Just, yeah, swore never to attack again. Where Antonio lived. Yep, as expected, different. Well, no, could be the same story, just that, I don't know, 3 separate attacks and the dragon failed at all of them. If that's true, then that sucks for a dragon.
Look, my clan's history is true as well. There's that same unforgeable signature again, right here.
What?
Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal to my own personal intelligence, which I believe far surpasses that of my clan at large, and make a prediction. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history and virtue are all true.
Boborano? How can that be?
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under. Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong, and Gujiyai would lift a different cup to reveal the umeboshi. But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still got a long way to go before I become a great yokai.
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just her way of teasing you.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Boborano's family wealth, we can go to my clan's place.
And
Guess I'll take the
plundering I will
clockwork key
do.
again then. Yoink!
Okay, Kira, thanks for interrupting me, but yeah, I am gonna plunder. Or there are 3 dragons instead of 3 separate attacks. There's just 3 different dragons attacking.
A reward on the
so
road.
they took care of 3 different dragons. And last one. I guess it is nice that it gives Pure Gems, but I was expecting some extra bliss from these chests though. And the last guy, oh, it's also in the city. Huh. And here I thought it would be outside. So 2 of them are inside and one's outside. Why is that guy's outside, I wonder? I guess it's to be closer to that big print or something. What the hell is that? Oh, I guess it's just to show you how to get here. No. Yes. Because the market keeps changing. Do they really have to show that when they could just like put the marker back here and it would have been fine?
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site. They arrived to the site of a giant guard towering over them.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Wait, but wasn't Cappet's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Cappet's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all. Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is growth serum.
What's sympathetic about that?
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny. So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they set the dragon down, calmly explained their perspective, and eventually taught it how to empathize. The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So, I advise we take a detour.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could, of course, just take the path to your left and go around. But some people are gluttons for punishment. It's all part of the experience, I suppose.
Okay, now I'm tempted to just go like right in. I guess they are bigger than the other ones. It's a little strange how they are all red. All the guards. Telling me to go this way. Charge.
Everyone, I have returned. I come with the long-awaited Marquis and their followers to search for the lost origins of our clan.
Well, we weren't told anything about that this morning. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
Threw right back out. Yep, totally no empathy.
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured. If you're just looking for a way in, why not consider taking the path on your left?
Round 2.
Everyone, I have returned. I come with the long-awaited...
Well, we weren't told anything.
Okay, same lines. And now, the world and the narrator say the same thing.
You and Albizzi
Yes.
only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured.
Why is my own clan treating me like a villain?
You've been away too long. We all have. Feels like we've been waiting forever.
Quickly made it before jumping in. Let me see what's up here. Since there's like a small platform here for some reason. Nothing. And next one, also nothing. So there's like this backside for this quest I see. Okay, should be good now. And there's the pedestal, just gotta get the key that Kirara just yoinked again.
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you buy something because you're worried you won't be able to return it without the original packaging? We'll never find the Oracle Pillars in all this mess.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest. The Marquis may need to utilize their wisdom to solve the issue.
Well, that doesn't look too hard. Basically just like a clockwise, well, almost a full diamond, but instead of joining at the end, it goes inside the middle.
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys have a bit of everything, don't you? Except empathy.
Of course, gotta get that jab in, Mr. Boborano. I mean, it's not anyone else's fault if he does get killed by not just Cappet, but also Albizzi.
This is the guard's headquarters. If we can just explain the situation, I'm sure the giant guard will be less hostile towards us.
We'll see.
What are you doing? I'm busy reminiscing about old times with a photo of my friend.
I know that voice. Is that Winston?
So, you come crawling back. I told you, I am your only friend in this world. What were you thinking? Running off on a mission with two complete strangers. You are so naive. Oh, I'll make friends with them, I know I will. But in the end, I, alone, am waiting for you. I, alone, am your friend.
That's not true. It's not just those two. There's the Traveler Marquis and his companion, too.
You made other friends behind my back? Well, look at you, Albizzi, all grown up. That's the last straw. Get out of here. I never want to see your face again.
Actually, no. Why don't you lift the emergency measures for a second and let me in? I have a VIP with me and we're very close to solving the mystery of our sacred site.
I said get out!
Oh, the guards. Unusually civilized. Wait. I'm actually back outside again. Interesting. And no narration this time. So, okay. Well, it's not that long of a trek backwards, so it's totally fine. At the very least, I did get to see what happens if you do talk to the door. And totally no empathy. I guess it's time to break all of these. So that those sticks can actually pop out of the ground. Yes, I sneak back in.
Keep the noise down! We don't want to alert the guard. Over here! I found it!
What do you mean don't alert the guards? I had to break them, no? Yeah. Wait, I thought they would be back here, but I guess they're over there. Attack, you make them come out. We done?
I'll go keep watch.
Thanks, Kirara. Okay. I guess this is gonna be the bottom then. But this is the one that connects here though. Unless if it's supposed to be like a different perspective, so I guess it doesn't really matter which one connects there. But I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it starts in the middle and then you go... The one down is the... Not the end point, but it kind of looks like it's like there. But for now, let's just assume like that doesn't matter. So then if I just go this way and connect right there, should be it. And here and here. Okay, that wasn't good.
This is the last one.
Galileo and Alberto. Wait. Okay, helping an old lady. Chubby Chief. Oh, Galileo's home. Okay, so someone has bad vision. For the toast. Next day. Anti-dragon wall collapse apparently. Too dangerous for a dragon, but then they still went to it. The evil dragon trembled before the two? Oh, okay, because they grew like so big. That's not really empathy, is it? That's... Well, maybe empathy afterwards, but before that stuff you just fear. Because the dragon was smaller than these two. Yeah, I don't think that's empathy.
The signature. So it's true. Empathy is one of the founding virtues of Constellation Metropole too.
Just as we suspected, all three are the truth.
Okay. Well, this is a lot to process. I feel a little empty inside. Yes, we found the truth, but there's too much truth.
I get you. It's like in Inazuma, when there were only 6 books in the Mirage Warrior series, it was really popular. But by the time book number 88 came out, nobody wanted to read it. They all lost interest.
A brief moment of joy is drowned out by a growing feeling of melancholy. But perhaps there is a glimmer of hope to be found too? Anyone? Anyone? All right, I'll say it. How is it the case that these 3 versions of history can all be true at once?
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but Boborano kind of already explained it away earlier. So Paimon was worried she'd look stupid for asking the question.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. While I did postulate that different truths may coexist, there is an issue when it comes to these 3 truths in particular. The problem is, all 3 truths are the history of the exact same thing, namely the dragon and the Metropole's origins. Yet all 3 bear the signature, showing that they're genuine.
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone, to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Don't want to activate it too fast in case I stop the narration, which I have done.
Why'd they ring the bell
for
anyway?
quite a while.
Also, why is 1 ring the highest level of emergency?
Obviously because you have to respond fast when it's an emergency. It'd be a bit too late if they waited till the 99th ring.
That makes sense. Are we supposed to go to the top of the bell? I kind of want to, since I thought I saw something up there. Lose the giant guard, which is that hard, since I don't think they can actually see up here. And the bell was right here. Oh, it's not here. I thought I saw like a book here or something. Oh well, I guess it's just time to glide back and then jump out. For now, I'm still gonna think that the 3 versions exist because there are 3 different dragons. Oh, Glue. Hello there, Glue.
They're outside! After them!
I can't actually move because you have the camera angles. Dodge the glue. You know, I do want to try stepping in one to see what happens. Okay, science. Oh, it just slows you down. Okay, it's not like you actually get stuck. And it's not too hard to dodge the glue either. Oh. Fly. That guy's pretty slow. And fly. And done. But you do have to take the thread or else you probably can't go around the fence.
We made it out. Don't know if we'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in case.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka can make sense of it. All we do know is that any manuscript bearing her signature has to be valid.
Well, she is the goddess of fate, the creator of all this. And all these manuscripts are her grand design.
The reason we argued about who was right was that we didn't know enough about the truth of the past. But now we have the truth. So we just have to accept it. As surely as we will follow the clockwork path designed for us, so is this the course that history has taken. It is clear and incontrovertible.
We will never argue again. Thank you all.
Is that all there is to it? Is this where the decision made at the first crossroads of destiny has led us to? A pointlessly happy ending? Overthinking it would be equally pointless. Well, that's enough for one day. Time to take a break.
Could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of discovery. I will go back and share it with my clan.
Me too.
And me.
Let's leave it there for today then. I'm sure we'll find out what else Mr. Narrator has planned for us tomorrow.
Oh, we're done? No, not done. Still ongoing. I thought it'd be like the second part of the quest will be some other time. Where was it again? Mosaic Moments? Nope. The Voyage. Yeah, an all textual mystery. But no, this is still ongoing. So I do gotta wait until next morning. So 8 right here. Come on. 8:01. The narrator want to take a break, but since you could just like go time, I don't know. Was that break really necessary?
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller, before he was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in his head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
Sure, Pendulum Lane.
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Oh, someone's on the ground. Is he actually murdered? Hopefully not. I mean, the protection of the gods is gone. So, shouldn't be able to turn back time, but whatever.
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other. Who could have done this?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground. Cappet!
I would have been totally fine with the happy ending, but of course the narrator had to keep it going.
How did this happen?
Cappet, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
Last words? What did he say?
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boborano.
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boborano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detective straight answers.
Don't worry, Boborano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him? My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour and a half, at least.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
So, Cappet's not dead?
His gears, metal frame and shell are all still in excellent condition. Just his energy supply that's been all messed up. Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cappet isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
No! There's a need! Huge need!
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal, the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere. Excuse me. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
Now, of course, the detective is the narrator. And my guess is the one who attacked Cappet might be Winston.
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
No, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something. If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
So it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the crime scene.
Sure, just gotta follow the story, I guess. Now can I talk? No, still can't talk. Watch history repeat itself. Oh, he's back up. Man, how far back are we going?
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
If I just watch... Still waiting. They all said hi. Detective coming over. Traveler yawning. What the hell? Kinda looks like the detective threw something. I guess you can't stop whatever's happening here. Yep, really long one.
Well, that clears it up. Cappet was walking along the street, and he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little more first?
Well, we literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, maybe the truth is inherently strange by nature. Like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
But didn't you say Cappet was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against a toilet bowl before leaving the house, then walked here in a daze before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess is... With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered and the tension in Constellation Metropole suddenly wiped away, he was looking to create a new source of conflict. Only then would the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappet's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
Yeah, what is the point of this second half? Well, maybe not half, but like the second bit of this quest for... Hello, mister. With also spear.
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance? Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 6 clues. That's a lot of clues. These guards I cannot talk to. These 4 I cannot talk to. It's in the sky. I guess it's probably on the bridge or something. Shop owner.
You're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Yep, that's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
That's a no.
Doesn't sound very safe. At least not as safe as being a courier.
To keep the titanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
I'm not... Never mind. I give up.
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
So we got a spear, got a pickaxe, clue 2 out of 6. Next is these 2. Nope, up here.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today. A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Oh, well, sucks for grocer. 3 more. Oh.
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it.
Oh, are we actually gonna be able to find all the missing items? Because this is one of them. Wait, I can't give it back. Well, that's sad. Oh, so the other 2 places, I guess I gotta go up the stairs then. And where's the last one? Up here? Wait, what? What is this for? And I have no idea. Oh wait, back here. Got it.
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's take it.
So it's kind of 3 sets of 2 clues. Well,
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it.
Okay, not that much talking because it actually just like 3 clues. People with Paimon Kirara, who are over here.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
I'm gonna guess it's the pickaxe. Since Kirara like talked for that interaction, not the other 2. But let's see what happens if you guess wrong.
If so, there's no way his head would still be in such good shape. He'd have a big dent in the back.
And if the guard is to be believed, he had the spear in his possession right up until that guy shouted about the dragon.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
Let's go. Voices for the wrong answers.
If it was the growth serum, Cappet would have been turned into a giant.
Also, the bottle probably would have shattered when it hit him. We would have seen the debris on the ground.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault.
If it was the pickaxe, Cappet sure is lucky it's not still lodged in his head.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here. But you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough, and it wouldn't leave a scratch. Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more time.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Cappet's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about? What are you trying to say?
We thought the way Cappet fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off the clockwork switch in my kitchen. Yeah, I think I'll just,
Oh no, you stay right there.
Oh no, we gotta rewind all the way back again.
We should be good now.
Okay. Gotta knock it a couple times. Oh no, just once is enough. Oh, nice. Pickaxe went straight into his hand. Okay, just gotta wait until it fully replays. And yeah, I still don't get the point of this second bit of the quest. Mr. Narrator wants to make some tension drama, did not like happy endings. That's his problem though. Because I like happy endings. Okay, what is that good aim though? This detective narrator got some skills. I thought he was just like gonna throw at the back of the head, but it actually bounced off a box first. Can I actually? No, I don't think I can fast forward this either.
So you
It was you!
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, you didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is... Catch me if you can!
And it's still going.
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromata in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
I guess this is to show off her skill. It's pretty cool how you can just run up the sides. Of course he waits for you though. All the way over there. Oh, connect the thread and then connect the thread, thank you. Oh, so things can cut.
Minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath.
Looking around to see if there's anything to grab. Probably not.
Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down.
And next up, some
By
glue.
this point, the Necromata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold level courier of the Komania Express!
Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm trying not to cut off the lines now. Just stood there for like a good 3 seconds, doing nothing. And next, and probably go. Wait, it doesn't get
A
cut off.
characteristically catty response from the Necromata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
If it doesn't get cut off, then what the hell's the point of that then? Disappointing. Platforms coming out of nowhere? Sure. Even more platforms. He's not jumping. Nope.
Ha ha! You fell into my trap! Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis' abode to be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
You mean the one on the chair?
Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but wait, I'm wearing boots this time. Yes!
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode, I'll scale it in no time.
Oh, the bridges are disappearing. But why is there a wall here? Ha! Nice. Nice, I actually didn't have the stamina to go all the way. Even though I transformed. That's a little bit embarrassing.
So, it was you!
And I come back here. Nice. Wow.
So, catch me if you can.
I can't believe you actually go all the way back because I didn't even transform early. I just went up the one and it just ended. Now I gotta watch all this again.
That's it. Let me at him.
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromata in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
You can't actually go faster either. At the very least, these stay. And
the minion's
then
poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath.
I also didn't have to like time the wire thing, so that's gonna be like super fast. The thread thing, I guess.
Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly.
Oh,
but
whatever. I'll just climb.
I'm not. Don't underestimate the gold level courier of the Komania Express.
I can't believe this is actually working.
A characteristically catty response from the Neko Martyr. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Got the thing.
Fell into my trap.
I can't fast forward
Oh,
this.
and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis abode-to-be? Well, that was also me. I did it using my powers.
Imagine if I actually dashed off there. That would have been tragic.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and...
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb. Sorry.
Okay, let's try this again.
The tall wall.
Even if I fall next time, I should be able to just like grab onto it.
that a tall wall?
I'm beat. I surrender.
That was really stupid.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right, I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time. You're overdoing it a little bit there. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate. I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more. The reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best. Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together, so the 3 worlds just sort of folded into one. The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids.
Okay, so not 3 dragons. Drafts. Fairy tale world, and then thinking that fiction can be real. Well, at the very least. Yeah, if you do live in a fairy tale world, might as well try to like make the most of it.
So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Who'd have thought? But what does any of this have to do with what you did?
You're not a fictional character, so you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone in all of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction? The only reason the 3 great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further. But as it turned out, they just accepted it and carried on living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here, are we real?
Aww.
That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cappet, Boborano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the 3 clans. If the 3 of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be. And by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story, and there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Necromora!
Just... your echo?
Oh, poor detective.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
Okay, so the second half does have a good meaning. There we go. What the hell? One big group photo. Suspect trying to look more serious. Oh no, he's just happy that he got to hear the... Well, I guess the witch. Yeah. And that they are real. Stay on the ground. He totally woke up. Oh, nameplate? Weirdest photo experience, but this is actually a good one.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did, after 6 months in that place.
Ah, that was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
You... Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second attempt, I just hugged the key and pretended like I was pulling as hard as I could.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the Goddess of Fate at the end? That's amazing.
I'm sorry, that one was a little bit too much. Cat and dog.
There is a world beyond our own after all.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cappet and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
And done. I still love those three though. Texas Coda. Wait until 2 days later. It's still ongoing? What the? How to deal with the great clockwork key. Why not just hold on to it? Held on to a lot of stuff from our other quests too. Awesome prizes. Nope, I'm gonna do this later. Yeah, I'll be exploring the city, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. Competition instead of a crime scene. These two still point the same way. I guess in a story, I guess you would create the creator first. Sorry, the narrator first. Since the stories you usually start with the introduction and everything like that. So it does make sense that the detective was the first one to come to this world. You think about it like that? Okay, 2 days later. I guess I'm not doing the other two quests. Considering how long Kirara's is. It's probably just the intro to the events, but even so, I could just do them when I actually like do the events instead. And if they're not, then I'll just do those quests another time. But why is this one 2 days later? Why not just 1 day later? Go to the abode, return the great key. Okay, Paimon and Kirara didn't say anything. So just come here and dash. Unless this quest only becomes available after you complete Navios. I don't think so. They're a little bit too separate from each other, I think. And they're not really related either. From like the topic or the characters. Nope, these three are here. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Okay, good. I didn't drown there. Hello, you three. Oh, I can't talk to them. Bro, where's my voices though? And Kirara's here too, but no voices. Theory should all be over. One mental state to another. What? What? I had no idea that was the point of ritual, and I still have no idea what it's actually for. Touch of formality. Talk once more. Same thing. It is the same thing. Okay. I was just wondering if they were just gonna give like a summary afterwards, but nope, it's the same thing. And up and goodbye key. Done. Was there really a point to that? They totally could have just ended it. Well, no, I said that before, and then there was a point to the detective and the narrator and how stories, yeah. I mean, the Traveler and the rest have been changing the stories either way. Not just this one, but all the other ones in Summertide too. So that was the point of the second story, but this last one, returning the Great Key, I think it was a little bit unnecessary, since they could also just let us keep the key for a keepsake. But not this time. Okay, that was actually a fun little quest. Very nice that it was actually all voiced, despite not being part of the main story. Okay. I actually like the interaction between the three different clan people right there. I found it to be funny. And, well, I guess both morals of the stories for the first and second halves, I liked. And, yeah, I guess that's about it I have to say here. So, with that, that's gonna be it for this one. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.